My name's Casey. I came from a rough home environment where my parents were both addicted to drugs. Their choices affected me greatly. I remember the feeling, the overwhelming feeling that overcame me when I was first taken when I was 5. I had that feeling where you want to cry but you don't want to cry, kind of, and your throat hurts because you don't cry, and I was confused and scared. I didn't understand why they were taking me. From like the only home that I've ever known. After that traumatic event in my life, I spent some time in and out of foster care and then was placed back in my parents' care. I was in 3rd grade then. My parents, soon after I was placed back with them, started drugs again, and I can remember hiding in the closet with my sisters, and when my dad would beat my mom, and I remember telling my little sister to be quiet because we didn't want him to come and get us and hurt us like he hurt her. After going through several events like that, I started to grow older and we all kind of moved out of the home. I stayed with different family members, whoever would take me in, and my sisters did that as well. I remember staying at my grandma's house once, and I would have like this reoccurring nightmare about my parents, and they would use needles, and of course, and they would overdose, or I'm not sure what would happen, but they would die in my dreams. And I remember waking up fearing that that's what's going to happen to them from them being in that lifestyle. About the age of 16, I moved into a friend's home so I can finish high school. I remember not sleeping and breaking down from all of the stress. I didn't belong there, and they didn't really want me there. They tolerated me there, but they just, like, it seemed like it was a hassle for me to be there. She kicked me out whenever I was right after graduation. She was going through some things too, and I understood, but I remember thinking, where am I going to go? Where am I going to stay? And I stumbled on this program. The independent living program has really saved me. I remember being accepted into it, feeling the overbearing weight of everything I was going through lift. I remember thinking that I was going to have a definite place to sleep that night. Since being in this independent program, I have learned so much. It has all been about motivation and what I want to do with my life, not what everybody wants me to do. I have learned like great communication and relationship skills, and I've actually learned how to budget my money and save. Still working on that one, but I have been able to utilize these skills every day for everyday life. They have really helped me set goals for the future, and I am much more happy. I can actually see myself in the future, and I can see myself finishing school and becoming a pharmacist, because that's my dream, and I want to be able to help others that have struggled like I have in the future.